Hi, I'm Melanie Usabi, and thank you for joining me for YQA, Your Questions Answered, where I take your questions, the most pressing questions that come across the desk, and answer them so that we can level up our mindsets, live our healthiest and wealthiest life, and just basically be awesome. So, today we are talking about how to network. Now, people come to me with this question all the time and they say, Mel, you seem so networked. Like, how do you network? How do you meet people? How do you do this? How do you do that? And the thing is, I want to take a step back and think about not networking is not necessarily that transactional for me. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I don't go out to meet people to acquire people and acquire their details or acquire, a big network. I can't do that. We don't have the time. If you're focusing on making your life happen, on delivering your goals, delivering your dreams, caring and fostering for the family and the friendships and the relationships that you have in your life, then you don't really have time to be like going out and meeting all kinds of crazy people and like, nah. It's a lot. It's a lot. Every new relationship I find is a big responsibility. So when we're networking, we really have to be strategic about it. So number one, I would say to you, take a step back in your life and think about what's really important to you. What relationships are really important to you? What relationships really kind of impact you? And so I'm not just talking about your business relationships. I'm talking about your mom, your dad, your siblings, your children, what's happening in your life right now, and who are the people who are important to you in your life. Make sure that you're making contact with them on the appropriate basis, the basis that you feel comfortable with. Those are really key. Like, take care, as I always try to do, take care of what I already have. So if I've already been blessed with relationships, then why am I asking for more if I can't take care of what I have on my plate? So make sure you take care of that first. The number two, when you do speak to people, when you do meet people, then totally switch the plate and switch the light and focus on them. And what do I mean by that? If you're going out networking, trying to acquire things for yourself or acquire relationships for yourself, then guaranteed, people know, they sense it, and they won't want to talk to you. So I know that what's always worked for me is that I am meeting people. When I meet people, I'm trying to find out about them, and not just about their job title, but more so if I can have a real conversation with them to really listen and understand what their drivers are, what their hopes and dreams are. Where do they like to spend their free time? Where do they spend most of the time? Who are the important people in their life? Because when you start to find those things out, then you can go back in your mind, let it simmer, and then make relationships with people. And so my process is, try to find out as much about that person and be really listening and contemplative and meditative on that person. And then go back the next day and say, hey, it was great to meet you. And blah, 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 blah. Maybe do a little recall of the conversation that you did have, the deep conversation that you did have. And the next time that you should meet them, or the next time that you speak to them, the next time when you send that thank you letter, it shouldn't be to ask for something. If you are networking and the first thing that you do is to ask for something, most likely you'll get shut down. I can't tell you the amount of people that meet me or they try to come for me on LinkedIn or they come for me on Instagram and they are not offering a thing. In fact, they're offering big things. They're like, Mel, I see that you work for this TV network or you've worked at this TV network. Can you introduce me to the director of that TV network, please? I don't know you. You haven't even asked me anything about my life. Why would I give you something? It's so not cool, my friends. So you know what? Take away that risk that you're going to offend somebody. And instead of going into networking with a mindset of take, then why don't you go into it with a mindset of give. What business connections can I give? What maybe articles can I give? Information can I give? What encouragement can I give? It doesn't have to be something as physical or as tangible as that. When you go into networking like that, then I guarantee you it changes the game for you. And it makes the relationships just so much more real, so much more authentic, and actually so much more comfortable so that it doesn't get that sicky, cringy sales feeling. It more feels like you're just getting to know someone human to human rather than, a transactional exchange or a transactional analysis. So what do you guys think? What kind of tricks do you use when you meet people to really build connection with them? If you are liking what you're seeing, then you know what? Subscribe to my channel, leave some comments below, or better yet, hop on over to melanieusabi.com. While you're there, you can sign up for the newsletter, and that's when you can get all of the expert content, Money Hack Mondays, events, giveaways. It's all there. It's all happening. You won't be able to escape. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.